The Clemson Tigers in all purple for the second time since 1939 take the field here at Death Valley in front of 83,000 people. This is college football primetime, brought to you by Hampton Hotels. It's the 15th ranked Hokies of Virginia Tech taking on number 22, the Clemson Tigers.
For Harper, who goes to the shotgun. Four-man rush, pass tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the safety, DJ Parker, and Parker with a Frank Beamer specialty. A defensive touchdown, goes 32 yards for the score.
Here's Grisham. He's going to try to work into this slot. And right here is DJ Parker. He's going to be the guy that just kind of gets the deflection. The ball is thrown off the back shoulder of Grisham. He's not able to bring it down, and normally when that ball is tipped up in the middle of the field, bad things happen, and DJ Parker there for the interception.
Not Grisham's fault. He really didn't have a chance to make that catch.
He was open. There was an opening in that seam, but the ball has to be in front of the receiver to the end. Right here is what Virginia Tech's going to do. Crowd the line of scrimmage and force Cullen Harper to throw the football.
Spiller reverses his field. Now that looked like that planned play where they want to get him going one way, assuming they'll pursue and he'll go east and west, but a DB wasn't buying any of it.
Well, watch a DB number 11. He just reads it. He stays off the block. He stays in a good tackling position. He knows Spiller has speed, but he gets outside leverage on him. Dutch other, and they just make play after play.
They are number 1 and number 2 in tackles. And that's going to be an incomplete pass because Victor Macho Harris saw the pass coming and went flying up from the corner.
When you play Clemson, you need to work on the run and you need to deal with their screens. They're a big screen team. That time Clemson just laying there waiting for it, and Victor Harris ready to make the hit.
And 4 special teams all the time. Wide open down to the 20-yard line. Tyrod Taylor to Josh Hyman.
Take the ball and run it.
Dunleavy for the field goal attempt, 32 yards. And just got it through. And up that tonight. Line drive kick. That's returned. From the 18, trying to get to the wall. Royal. Getting a block, and Royal, who said he wanted a touchdown to say happy birthday to his mother, goes 82 yards for the score, and Justin Harper gave him the clearing block.
Well, you mentioned it. Well, again, you're so concerned about protecting your punter. Protect your punter. Now you got to cover the kick. You got to stay in your lanes. You got to break down and make a play. Watch this. One guy you got to make miss. Right there it is. You make the first guy miss, which Eddie Royal does. Then he's going to pick up blocks on the way to the end zone. And the last block is going to be Justin Harper, who blocks the punter Mainers. He just ties him up, keeps him away from the return man. And Eddie Royal with a big-time return. He was an all-conference returner a year ago. He makes another big play for the Hokies tonight.
And happy birthday, Mom. Virginia Tech with 114 yards in
Atlantic. FAU.
Look at this Virginia Tech defense. Swarm. Grisham makes the catch. Doesn't even get a full step before he's drilled. Brandon Flowers up from the corner. We're still in the late stages of the first quarter. Harper trying to keep a drive alive as it tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Macho Harris after Vince Hall got a hand on it. And it's going from bad to worse for the Tigers.
And one of these linebackers, here he is right here. Now watch him drop it and read the quarterback the whole way. See his eyes, he sees the quarterback. He makes a play on the football. And then Macho Harris with the huge interception, but it was all Vince Hall reading Cullen Harper and then getting a hand on the football.
You can already hear the fan. Taylor with great speed takes off, breaks the tackle down to the 33-yard line.
To Grisham and Kelly, and they're without their fastest receiver, Jacoby Ford. There he is again.
Well, I tell you what, when you throw the ball out.
Worst of this collision, but they know this is Clemson's offense. They run tons of screens, the bubble screens, and if you get past that first block, and if you're aggressive enough, you can do this every time, get hits in the backfield. We saw one play that worked tonight, one interception return for a touchdown, one kick return for a touchdown.
Virginia Tech will run it out from the end zone. Macho Harris, 25 blockers in front, look out. Buckholtz trying to slow him up, but he's taken down, and Macho Harris.
Now let's add one more explosive play.
100 yards. Virginia Tech's calling card, and it's killing Clemson.
And this is poor coverage, because watch right here. Victor, he has no blockers. He's returning right here, and there's nothing, and he's just going to reverse his field on his own and then pick up blockers. I mean, that's poor coverage by Clemson, not disciplined in their lanes, not getting down there fast enough. And Macho Harris just made a play. I mean, he was returning it right, saw a lane to the left, and took it himself.
And it's 100 yards, not 102, because that's all they'll give you in college, is 100. And Frank Beamer has seen this act before.
He didn't throw any more of those bubble screens. Those things are dangerous.
Might want to turn the page on the shovel pass, too.
There's with Jacoby Ford out.
Davis is the tailback. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers.
Balls on the ground.
Still loose. Virginia Tech gets it back. Knocked away by Ellis. He gets the sack, the forced fumble, and the recovery. What a play by Chris Ellis.
Tech. He's going to beat the tackle right here. Capote just beats him quickly to the inside, knocks the ball loose, and then after it's bounced around a few times, going to fall back on it for the recovery. Bud Foster thinks this guy has more athletic ability than any defensive end he's ever coached there. He thinks he could be better than Darryl Tapp, Corey Moore, because he has more athletic ability.
That's his 4th sack. 2:35 to go first half. Taylor, outstanding protection. Now he's flushed. Showing that athleticism. Tyrod Taylor down near the 20. Finally out of bounds.
Hey, are you really that fast? He was very humble, but he said, yes, ma'am.
Taylor with a little move there to the end zone. Easy touchdown. Perfect throw to Harper. Wide open, and Taylor floated it in. Wore them for the big Georgia Tech game a year ago, and it worked. They may not come out for another 50 years. Even with his speed, he can't get outside. That was a terrific tackle by Devon Morgan. Well, they burned a lot of time waiting on this. Now they throw another screen, and those just are not working against Virginia Tech. And you might as well hold up a sign that says we're going to run a screen.
And you're going to have to waste the last time out here.
Right between 2 blockers to make that tackle. Welcome back to Clemson, South Carolina. The first half stats. The top line tells you the story, 31-8. But you have to. It always amazes me how coaches can find different ways to get their kids fired up.
Wow, what a throw.
Yes, it was.
What a throw under pressure by that true freshman.
Came off under his own power after running into Hall, his partner linebacker, the play before. Harper under pressure. And down he goes. The initial rush provided by Carlton Powell, who has had a
difficult to overcome.
And to lose at home really hurts.
That's a fumble. Better get on the ball.
Spiller came up with it, but he's back at the 14-yard line and can't.
Back with you to the huddle.
And Grisham never saw the train coming. Cullen Harper goes down at the 39 in the arms of Nikos Brown.